Working for the Country Trust helps you reach out to those children that wouldn't otherwise have that opportunity to be able to find out what goes on in the countryside, not just farming but also about the wildlife that they have on their doorstep. Coming on a farm visit is a brilliant thing for the children. I think it brings learning alive. The children get to touch things, explore things, smell things, sometimes eat things, and just completely get absorbed in the experience.
My pupils, the majority of them have grown up in very urban areas within the city, so their experiences of kind of food and farming have been perhaps more limited.
Children from our school don't often go to the countryside because of being poorer families from a council estate. A lot of them haven't got transport available, so it's very difficult for them. We have got a very high percentage of free school meals, very mixed ability groups, 30% who hasn't got English as first language. Some of them will have been the first time they visited a farm, be the first time they'd seen fields, found out where the bread actually comes from.
I'd say that the national curriculum is perhaps quite narrow. As a school, we're on a mission to broaden the children's experiences and enrich them across all the subject areas. And so having this food discovery programme has really lent itself to what we're trying to build on. Helping the children engage with the world around them, not just theoretically, but practically. We're going to become masters at food farming, hopefully.
The activities that we do are very hands-on. One was milling the wheat. We had some little hand mills that the children milled the wheat, so they actually saw it turn to flour before their eyes. We had another activity where they sieved the flour that they had been making so they could see the bran that gets sieved out of the flour, and we talked about the different bread that has bran in, the bread that doesn't have bran in. There was buckets of the different seeds which the children got the opportunity to delve into and get their hands into and have a rich sensory experience.
The farm visit I found was fantastic, not just for me and for the adults, but also all the pupils involved.
We as teachers and teaching assistants don't necessarily know an awful lot about farming and growing things and what it takes to look after it.
I picked up on subject knowledge that then I could either at least share with my children or try and engage with practically as well. So it wasn't just a trip for a trip's sake, it really had so much behind it, so much value behind what we've learned already and where we want these children to go in the future. So important, and it's been so useful that these experiences have been made free for the pupils and the staff, so that everyone has an equal opportunity to access the project and the learning behind it.
If we had to ask the parents for money for going on the trips, there would be certain children that would be missing out all the time because there just isn't the finance in the community to do it.
I think knowing where your food comes from and knowing about the wildlife that you share the planet with is really important, and that's one of my passions, so I feel very privileged to be able to share that with children.